Hi, I'm Margie Fink of Transfiguring Adoption. I'm doing a book review today on Blue Nights by Joan Didion. This is a book for grown-ups. From one of our most powerful writers, a work of stunning frankness about losing a daughter. Richly textured with bits of her own childhood and married life with her husband John Gregory Dunn and her daughter Quintana Rue, this book by Joan Didion examines her thoughts, fears, and doubts regarding having children, illness, and growing old. Blue Nights opens on July 26, 2010, as Didion thinks back to Quintana's wedding in New York 7 years before. Today would be her wedding anniversary. This fact triggers vivid snapshots of Quintana's childhood in Malibu, in Brentwood, at school in Holmby Hills. Reflecting on her daughter, but also on her role as a parent, Didion asks the candid questions any parent might about how she feels she failed, either because cues were not taken, or perhaps displaced. How could I have missed what was clearly there to be seen? Finally, perhaps we all remain unknown to each other. Seamlessly woven in are incidents Didion sees as underscoring her own age, something she finds hard to acknowledge, much less accept. Blue Nights, the long, light evening hours that signal the summer solstice, the opposite of the dying of the brightness, but also its warning, like the year of magical thinking before it, is an iconic book of incisive and electric honesty, haunting and profoundly moving. This book is very artistic. It's got a lot of prose. She's obviously a very talented writer. It is not in chronological order. It jumps around almost as like a train of thought. And it also doesn't come right to the point and tell you things. So if you're someone who wants an author to come straight to the point, this is not your book. Like, we don't find out until chapter 10 that Quintana was adopted as an infant. I gave this book, in terms of its helpfulness and usefulness for a foster or adoptive family, a 2 out of 5 hoots. It does address issues and questions that an adoptive parent might have, thoughts, kind of how reality is different than how they envision things. It addresses birth family issues, but there's not a lot of answers to questions, and it's not exactly encouraging. As far as a literary work, great literary work, but in terms of nurturing your foster or adoptive family, not so much. So, like I said, it's a 2 out of 5 hoots. I hope this has helped you to nurture or grow your foster or adoptive family.